Welcome to Thankful and Balanced, a quest with Warrior 3 and Part 1. My name is Jen with Zenwithjenyoga, and I'm so happy you're here today. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3, strengthens your whole posterior chain as well as your standing leg and your glutes. It builds focused confidence and self-trust. As you move through the flow, try to find the sweet spot between effort and ease. And when you feel challenged, come back to gratitude. You will not need any props for today's flow. And we'll start off by centering, setting intention for class. We'll gradually warm up the body and start building heat with sun salutations into standing poses, some balance and twists, and then we'll explore Warrior 3, mindfully cool down, and end with a short savasana. So go ahead and get your hair put up, get your comfortable clothes on, roll out your yoga mat just wherever you can find the space. Let's get moving and grooving. And I will meet you on the mat with the intention to be thankful and balanced. Okay, beautiful one. Now that you're ready, we're going to find Sukhasana, easy seat, in the center of your mat. So lean back onto your hands and make an X at your shins. Then rock forward, letting your knees fall on top of your feet. And then you can move the fleshy part of your buttocks, ground into your sits bones, bring your shoulders over your hips, head, heart, and pelvis in alignment. And then you're going to take your hands, swim them behind to tent your fingers, lift your chest without splaying your ribs out. So keeping that alignment, just lift your chest, gently squeeze your shoulder blades to broaden across your collarbones. Reach through the crown of your head, keeping space between your shoulders and your ears. And then keep that alignment, and you can lift your hands. And you can either bring them on top of your knees facing down for a grounding experience, up for a receiving experience. If you want to be a little more traditional, you can have your hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position, with your thumbs touching your sternum. Today, we are going to practice being thankful and balanced. And to center, you will start by taking box breathing or samavriti. And you'll inhale to a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and hold a count of 4 before taking another inhale. So 3 rounds, and you can do this to the rhythm of your own breath. As we start to center and tune inward, setting intention for class. So go ahead and begin to inhale. I will invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just 3 to 5 rounds. Think of what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for in your life now. Thankful for things that have happened in the past. One more round. Now take a couple of normal breaths. And then to seal in the intention of thankful and balanced, or if you'd rather set another intention or dedicate your time on the mat, you can. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day so far and really exhale and make it audible, releasing any tension. Go ahead and breathe in. Open your mouth and release. Bow your chin to your chest to lengthen and stretch the back of your neck. And also honor the choice of showing up today, thankful and balanced. Now you can bring your hands to your thighs, gently press down while you lift your head, and then you can flutter your eyes open. From here, make your way to tabletop. So hands are going to be shoulder width, hips, knees are hips width, hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Breathe in, you're going to drop your belly down and curl your tailbone up, stretching from your belly button to your throat, so broadening across the collarbones, moving only your spine. Exhale, round, release your head and drop your tailbone down, pushing your shoulder blades apart. Cat. Just a few rounds of cat and cow or cow and cat. One more time. Breathe in, come to a neutral spine. And we're going to find balancing table. So to start, begin to shift the weight into your left hand and pick up your right hand. So spread your fingers really wide on your left hand and grip your hands into the mat. Your right hand is in line with your shoulder with your fingers spread really wide. Bring your navel in and up, and then lengthen the left leg behind you with your toes tucked under to start. So you can spiral the elbow crease towards your thumb on the left hand, and then keep your left foot in line with your hip. And then you can rock a little into the left foot. Maybe you stay here or engage the middle of the left thigh and pick up the left foot, keeping the left toes flexed. So the toes face down. You wrap the hip point down, and maybe you gaze down. Balancing table. Stay here and breathe, option 1. Option 2, exhale, round in, bring the knee and the elbow together. And then inhale, straighten. Exhale, round. Inhale, straighten your arm and leg. And then exhale, round one last time. Breathe in, straighten your leg, straighten your arm. And then exhale, bring your right hand down, bend your left knee, and then bring the left hip down. Shake it out and reset for a moment. And then spread your fingers really wide on the right hand. Make sure your hand's under your shoulder and you grip the mat. Pick up your left hand, keep it in line with your shoulder. Spread your fingers really wide to energetically keep your left hand up, and it also helps with balance. Bring your navel in and up. Make sure that you're on the top of your left foot. And then straighten your right leg. Keep it in line with your hip with the toes tucked under. Rock back and forth, reaching through the right heel. And then stay here, or you can engage the middle of the right thigh, picking up the right foot. It doesn't have to be high. Just keep it in line with your hip. Your hips and toes wrap down. Stay here or exhale, round in. Bring the knee and elbow together. Inhale, straighten your leg and arm. Exhale, round in. Breathe in, straighten your arm and leg. Stretch the fingers apart. Actively flex the toes. And then exhale, round in. Breathe in and straighten. And then one last time, exhale, round. Inhale, straighten your arm, straighten your leg. And then bring the left hand down, bend the right knee, bring the right knee down, back to tabletop. Shake it out and reset. And then sit back on your heels. Roll the wrists a few times in one direction, and then a few times in the opposite direction. Keep your glutes on your sits bones, and we're going to find child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as you would like. Your hands stay in line with your shoulder. As you walk your hands out, you're going to melt your heart and your forehead down as you slightly feel a cradling of your ribs by your thighs. Child's pose. Thankful and balanced. Now breathe in. Pick up your head, look between your hands. Bring your shoulders just past your wrist. Separate your feet and tuck them under. And then you're going to lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Resist the urge to move where your hands and feet are in space, and instead lift your heels and press your thigh bones back. Curl your tailbone up and bend your knees to create length in your spine. Then you can drop your knees without moving your hands, sit your glutes back, and come back to child's pose. Release your head. And then again, inhale, lift your head, look between your thumbs, bring your shoulders over your hands, separate your feet and tuck them under. Pick up your hips for down dog. Do not move where your hands and feet are. Come onto the balls of your feet, press your thigh bones back, curl your tailbone up, and bend your knees to create length. Again, drop your knees, find child's pose without moving your hands. Press into your palms to guide your sits bones back, lengthening out of the hips. One last time, pick up your head, look between your thumbs, bring your shoulders over your wrists, separate your feet and tuck them under, and then you're going to lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Now bring your feet together and up, big toes to touch, so roughly an inch, and then you're going to inhale, come high onto the balls of both feet, pick up the right knee, and then exhale, bring the right knee towards the right tricep. Inhale, lift your right leg high and back behind you. Now cross it over and touch the right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, pick up the right knee, and then bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, release your foot. Come high onto the balls of both feet. Breathe in, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow on the left arm. Breathe in, leg behind you. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, pick up your leg behind you. Exhale, bring your left knee towards your nose. Breathe in, left leg behind you. Exhale, bring your foot back down to downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in and out. Come high onto the balls of both feet again, and then reach your right leg up behind you. Now look between your thumbs, bend your right knee as you squeeze it in towards your center, round in your spine, and step your foot between your hands. Now, you can lower the back knee to start, and you're going to bring the right hand on top of the right thigh. Left hand stays under the shoulder with your fingers spread wide. Relax your belly. Start to turn and open and twist, essentially stacking your shoulders, and then maybe you reach the right hand up, really reaching the right hand away from the left hand, opening across the chest. And then you have the option to tuck the left toes under and pick up the left knee or stay where you are. Low lunge twist. Breathe in. Exhale, right bicep along your ear. Look down at your right foot. Bring the right hand down and step your right foot back to down dog. Breathe in, roll yourself into plank pose. Exhale, shift your shoulders past your fingers. Hug your arms in towards your ribs, bend your elbows straight back and lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Lengthen your abdomen. Hook your tailbone down and bring your hands wide of your shoulders. Bend your elbows wide and then breathe in. Press the mat away as you start to wrap the elbows around, spiraling the elbow creases towards your thumb as you bring your chest forward through your arms. And then exhale, lengthen forward and down. Press, narrow your hands under your shoulders, and then you're going to press into your hands and knees and the tops of your feet at the same time to a tabletop, and then back to down dog. Bring your feet together again and up. Inhale, the left leg rises. Look between your thumbs, bend your left knee, and then squeeze it in towards your center as you round in your spine and bring your foot to where you're looking. Lower the right knee down. Keep the right hand under your shoulder. Crawl the right hand on top, or the left hand on top of your left thigh. Then relax your belly. Start to twist and turn, essentially stacking your shoulders. And then you can reach the left hand up, or you can keep it on your thigh. If your arm is lifted, really reach that left hand away from the right, opening across your collarbones, but keeping your shoulders stacked and locked. Then you can stay right here or tuck your right toes under, pick up the middle of the right thigh and the right knee for a low lunge twist. Breathe in, and then you can bring the left bicep along your ear, look down at your foot, bring your hand down, and then step your left foot back. Breathe in, roll into a plank pose. One line from head to tailbone here, reach through your heels, broaden across your shoulders. Now come onto your tiptoes, shift your shoulders past your wrist, bend your elbows and lower all the way down to your belly. Once again, bring your hands forward and wide of your shoulders, almost off your mat. Widen your feet, lengthen the front of your abdomen. And then breathe in, press the mat away, wrap the elbow creases around, spiral them towards your thumb. Bring your chest and feet away from one another, and then exhale, lay forward and down. Narrow the hands under the shoulders, bring your knees and the tops of your feet together, and then press into everything simultaneously. Come to tabletop, and then rise back to downward facing dog. From here, look at the top of your mat, and then take many steps to the top. Have your feet hips distance when you reach the top, and then release your head into a forward fold. You have the option to sway a little side to side. Maybe shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then you can pick up your toes and breathe in. Lengthen and lay them down flat. Exhale, press down into the four corners of your feet. Rise up slowly. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And find mountain pose. So here your feet can be hips width, or your feet can be together, really together, touching. Press down into your heels to align your tailbone. Open your chest. Shine your palms forward. Reach through the crown of your head. Breathe in, bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees enough to plant your hands and pick up your right foot. Step it all the way back, low lunge, look forward. Press down into your hands, step your left foot back, down dog. Breathe in, roll into plank pose. Exhale, shift your shoulders and lower all the way to your belly. Breathe in, rise up for cobra pose. Exhale, lay yourself forward and down. Breathe in, rise back up, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend your knee. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend your left. Spring forward, fold, release your head. Press down into your feet. Sweep your arms out, then up. Virabhadrasana, press down to reach up. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees and plant your hands. Pick up your left foot, step it all the way back and look forward. Press down into your hands. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll into plank pose. Exhale, shift your shoulders, bend your elbows and lower. Breathe in. Rise up for cobra. Exhale, lay yourself forward and down. Come back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend your knee and then step it between your hands. Inhale, straighten your left leg, bend your right. Exhale, fold and release your head. Breathe in, come to half lift. So fingertips come to your shins, thighs, or the mat. Lengthen your spine, shoulder, chest through your arms. Weight comes into the balls of your feet in one line from head to tailbone here. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, press down into your feet, rise up to mountain pose. Notice how you feel. Thankful and balanced. Name one thing you're thankful for. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Urdhva. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Bring your hands down, bend your knees, really bend them so you can take many steps to the back or you can hop. So you'll inhale prepares you. When you hop, you will land with bent knees where you're looking, and you'll land at the end of an exhale. So do not take your gaze from your landing spots. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, make your way there. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Feet together and up. Inhale, right leg rises, bend your knee. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Spin your left foot down so that the edge of the foot lines up with the back of the mat. All of the right toes line up with the front of the mat. Your right knee is tracking over your ankle. Your thigh is parallel. Cartwheel just your arms up into warrior two. So press into the outer edge of the left foot. Align your head, heart, and pelvis. Really reach your pinkies away. Lift your chest here. And then breathe in, straighten your right leg. Reach your arms up, hook your thumbs, and pull your side up. Pull your right side, pull your left side up. And then bend into the right knee again, warrior two legs. Open your arms, keep your chest lifted, and go to the side for extended side angle. So your hand can be on the inside of your foot or the outside. Really press your left foot down. Open the rib cage from bottom to top and make a diagonal line with your left hand. Extended side angle. Now straighten your right leg. Bring your hand onto your shin or your ankle. Swoop the left hand in front of your face. Open up and lean back. Triangle pose. So now press into both feet. Reach your head away from your tailbone. Really stretch the right arm away from the left arm, keeping it locked in your shoulder socket. And then look down at your right foot, bend your knee, bring both of your hands down. Press down into your hands and then step your right foot back, down dog. Stay for a breath in and out. Breathe in, left leg rises, look between your hands, bend your knee, step your foot through. Spiral the right foot down now so it lines up with the back of the mat, the edge of the foot. Your left toes line up with the front. Your knee is over your ankle. Just move your arms and your torso. Warrior two. Press into the edge of the left foot. Open your arms away from one another. Bend into the left knee. Track it towards your left pinky toe. Warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Bring your arms up. Hook your thumbs. Lengthen the left side, lengthen your right side. Bend your left knee again, track it over your ankle, open your arms, and then go to the side. Turn your chest from bottom to top, open the rib cage. Extended side angle, press the right foot, lengthen the right side of your torso. Make a diagonal line from your right foot to your right fingertips. And then straighten the left leg. Bring your hand on your shin. Swoop your right hand in front of your face. Lean back. Build triangle from the ground up. Press down into your feet. Stack your shoulders. Lock your right shoulder in place, but reach that right arm away from the left arm. Triangle pose. Look down at your foot. Cartwheel your hands down. Press down into both hands evenly and then step your left foot back. So option one, stay here and breathe. Option two, take child's pose. Option three, you can take a vinyasa. So inhale for plank if you are. Exhale, lower halfway for chaturanga or all the way. Inhale for cobra or up dog. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in and out. Bring your feet together and up, big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg rises. Come onto the ball of your foot. your left foot. Bend your knee and then step your foot between your hands. Now you're going to cartwheel your arms out and parallel both of your feet. Wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Hands come to hips, press down into both feet. Make sure your toes line up with the long edge of the mat. Hinge from your hips and fold, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Release your head, bring your hands under your shoulders and press into your palms to bring the crown of your head down. Breathe in, straighten your arms, walk your hands out. You might want to heel toe your feet in some. Bring your hands to your hips and then exhale, rise up with a flat back. Turn your left toes in slightly. Turn your entire right leg out. Then keep turning your thigh, your femur bone, so that both hip points face the top of the mat. We're going to find warrior one. So you might need to widen your stance. But make sure that your left hip is coming forward, the right hip is coming back. Lift your chest, reach your arms up. Lift your chest. And then exhale, bend into the right knee. Bringing the knee over the ankle, your thigh parallel as you lift out of your hips. Maybe you reach your hands together. Lift, press the left leg straight. And then straighten your right leg. Bring your right hand to your hip. Take your left hand out and reach it out in front of you as far as you can as you turn, bringing the left hand to either the right ankle or the outside of the right foot. Turn and open your rib cage from bottom to top. So we're finding a revolved triangle. Maybe you reach the right arm up, really reaching it away. Maybe your hand stays on your hip and your shoulders are stacked. Revolve triangle. Now breathe in, press into both feet, rise up. Bring your hands to your hips. Now from here, we're gonna find high lunge. So heel toe your feet. You're gonna have to bring your pivot on your feet again. And then find high crescent lunge. So bend the right knee, track it over your ankle, your thigh parallel. You can be on the ball of the left foot. Reach out of your hips. And then bring your hands to your hips. Step your foot in about halfway. Straighten your right leg. And then you're going to bring the heel of the left foot to the outside of the right ankle for tree pose. So both hip points are going to face forward. Open the left hip. If that feels okay, bring the sole of your foot to your calf. If that feels okay, grab your ankle, bring the sole of your foot towards your groin. And wherever you are, press your leg into your foot into your leg, actively opening the hip out. And then you can reach your hands out to a T, flip your palms, and then reach up for tree pose. So really you can keep a micro bend in your right foot, ground into the four corners of the right foot. Keep your gaze on one focal spot. And then go ahead and bring your right leg up. Step back into high lunge. Bring your hands down to frame your foot and then step your right foot back to down dog. And then we repeat that on the other side. So bring your feet together. Breathe in, left leg rises. Exhale, bend your knee and step it between your hands. Spin the right foot down. Cartwheel your arms up and right away parallel the left foot, parallel the right foot. So now your toes face the other long side of the mat. Hands come to your hips. Press down into both feet evenly. Hinge from your hips. Fold. Your hands can come under your shoulders. Press down into your palms to bring the crown of your head down for Prasarita. What are you thankful for? Name one thing. And then breathe in, straighten your arms. You're going to walk yourself. Straighten your arms. Apologize. Come back to the center. Bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, rise up. Now we're going to find warrior one. So turn your entire left leg out. Turn the right toes in some. Now I have to widen my stance, and then you're going to keep turning your legs so that your feet, your hip points face the top of the mat. So the right toes are at an angle. Then inhale, reach your arms up, lift your chest, even maybe lean back slightly. And then exhale, bend into the left knee for warrior one. Really press the right leg straight, straight, straight as you lift up out of your hips. Warrior one, and then straighten the left leg. Bring your left hand to your hip. We're going to find revolved triangle. Reach out with your right hand as far as you can. Start turning. Bring your hand to your right or your left ankle. Use the pressing onto your ankle to help you turn and open your rib cage from bottom to top. Then maybe you open up the left arm. Revolve triangle. And from here, reach your arm out. Find high lunge. So your left knee over your ankle, left thigh parallel, come onto the ball, pivot on the right foot and come onto the ball of your foot. Then you're going to step your right foot in halfway. Straighten the left leg, bring the heel of the right foot to your ankle and see how that feels. If that's okay, bring the sole of your foot to your calf. Open and externally open your hip to the right. If that's okay, then bring your foot up to your thigh, towards your groin. You can keep a micro bend in your left leg, lengthen your toes, tree pose. Push your leg into your foot into your leg, open the hip, and then you can reach your arms to a T, flip your palms, and reach them up. Rikshasana, tree pose. Then from here, unpluck your foot, step back to high lunge. Bring your hands down to frame your foot, press into your hands and step your foot back to down dog. So option to stay in down dog, option 2, child's pose, option 3, roll to plank. Exhale as you lower to your belly or halfway. Inhale for cobra or up dog, and then exhale back downward facing dog. One breath in, one breath out. From here, you can hop or walk to the top of the mat. So again, you'll look at where you want to land at the end of an exhale with your feet hips width in a forward fold. So breathe in, prepare. Exhale, walk or hop. Meet me in forward fold. Release your head, and then we'll explore the peak pose. So lift your toes, breathe in, lay them down flat and lengthen them. Exhale, press down into the corners of your feet and rise up. Mountain pose. So how we're going to find warrior 3 today is step from mountain pose back into a high lunge, and then let your torso be heavy on your thigh as you lift off into warrior 3. Reach through the crown of your head, hinge from your hips, and your floated leg is like you're kicking a wall behind you, so your foot stays flexed. So find mountain pose. Your feet can be really together or hips width. Then you can, let's challenge, reach your arms up, right leg rises, and then step back to high lunge. Breathe in. Bring your torso on top of your left thigh. You might have to step your right foot in. And then rise up, float the right leg up, reach through the crown of your head. Flex the right toes. Keep a micro bend in the left knee. And then you can have your hands in prayer if that's helpful. You can airplane them behind you, or you can reach them straight out in front. Warrior 3. And then come back to mountain. And we can try that on the other side. So come onto the ball of the left foot, bringing the weight into the right leg. Reach the left leg up. Step back into a high lunge. If your left leg's back too far, step it in. Lay your torso on your right thigh. Inhale. And then exhale, float the left leg up. Warrior 3. Keep a micro bend in the right leg. Bring your hands to prayer or airplane them behind you. If you happen to be at an angle, that's okay. No worries. Warrior 3. Whew. Challenging pose. Last week our leg was in front. This week the leg is behind. And then step back. Mountain pose. And then we can try this again just from where we are. So without stepping into high lunge, and just notice the difference. So breathe in, reach the right leg up. Then start hinging from your hips as you kick the right foot behind you. Keep your foot in line with your hip. Hinge from your hips, reach through the crown of your head. See where you want your hands. Keep the right toes active. Gaze at one spot. And then exhale, rise up. Right leg down. Mountain pose. One breath in and out. Now left leg, come onto the left leg. Reach your arms up. Come to one-legged mountain. Hinging from your hips, reaching through the crown of your head. Come forward. Kick the left foot behind you. Keep a micro bend in the right leg. Flex the left toes. Wrap the hip points down like we did in balancing table. Reach through the crown of your head. And have some fun. What are you grateful for? And then inhale, rise up. Left foot meets the right, mountain pose. And now we cool down, my friends. So bend your knees, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. One big breath out. Release your head. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. And then you can sway and forward fold. Releasing. Balanced and thankful. Now breathe in. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your elbows straight back. And then exhale, rise up slowly. Point your heels in. Point your toes out. Make your way down. So your hands can stay on your hips, or they can be in prayer with your thumbs touching your sternum without moving them. Squat down on an exhale. So we can make our way down to close. Once you get to yogi squat, press down evenly into both feet. Press your elbows into your knees. Lift your chest up as high as you can. Reach to the crown of your head. Then from here, you can bring your hands behind you to help you lower. Bring the soles of your feet flat. And then hold on to the back of your thighs and lower down. From here, we're going to find bridge pose. So lengthen your legs. You can hug your knees and towards your chest too to get your low back flush. I hope this mic isn't making too much noise. Then you're going to bring the soles of your feet flat with your toes facing the top of the mat and in line with your hips, so hips width. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Then walk your upper arm bones under. Take a couple of breaths in. Your chin is going to tuck towards your chest. And then press into your feet. Maybe you walk your upper arm bones under some more. Maybe you can clasp your hands. Reach your hips up. Lift up through your chest, through your low belly. Do not let your knees splay, but keep them straight. Bridge pose. And then with control, release your hands if you can. Lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your tailbone be the last thing to untuck there. And then you can hug your knees back in. Option to rock side to side. Extend your legs. And then bend your knees again. Let them drop to the left. Bring them back to center. Let them drop to the right. A few times, windshield wiper. And then from here, hug your knees back in towards your chest again. Option to rock side to side. Bring both of the soles flat. Pick up the right foot and bring the ankle to the outside of the left thigh. You can thread the right arm through and bring the left hand around, grabbing the back of the thigh, and squeeze your thigh in towards your belly. You can also grab your shin. And then you can rock side to side or stay in stillness. Reclined pigeon. Give it a squeeze and then release the left foot. Completely cross the right thigh over. Bump your hips to the right a little and just let your knees fall in this shoelace position. You can cactus your arms, opening your chest. A little bit different supine twist. When you exhale, use the engagement of your navel coming in to lift your legs. Bring your palms flat again, come back to center, and then cross the left leg over. Thread the left hand through, grab the back of the right thigh with the right and left hand, or you can grab your shin for reclined pigeon. And then release the right foot down, cross the left thigh over, bump your hips to the left now, let your knees fall to the right, shoelaced, cactus your arms, and just enjoy this nice supine twist. Letting gravity do the work here. On your next exhale, use the engagement of your navel coming in to lift you back. And then hug your knees back in. And then you can release your feet down. Again, you can windshield wiper your legs, dropping them to one side and then dropping them to the other side. And then if you feel called, you can let your knees knock in towards one another, bringing your feet to the edge of your mat. Your knees come in together. Then you can extend your legs out long. Maybe take your arms and stretch. Lengthening, bring your legs together and then just let your feet fall bring your arms by your sides, walking your upper arms under some to open your chest. Slightly tuck your chin. Imagine that your inhales enter in through the crown of your head and exit all the way through the soles of your feet, fully encompassing the whole body. For these next 5 breaths, you'll allow your practice to fully integrate into your well-being, what sets yoga apart from any other form of movement. The rest is just as important. So I'll leave you for Savasana for 5 breaths. If you do notice your thoughts, let them pass by like clouds in the sky. Be the observer. I welcome you to Savasana. Start to take a deeper inhale and an even longer exhale. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Wiggle your hands and your ankles. Move your legs. Maybe bring your arms up and overhead again. And when you feel called, or if you want, you can roll and let your head rest on your arm. And you can close right here or press down into your hand to set yourself up. Thankful and balanced. Come to easy seat again. So cross your legs with the other leg on top this time. Notice how you feel now than when you first stepped on the mat. Any subtle shifts in mood, energy, body, heart rate, just notice. To close class, you can take the vibrational, very healing sound of Om, or you can take another really deep breath in and make another audible exhale, sighing out any leftover tension. So totally up to you, but with gratitude in mind. So what are you grateful for? Maybe it's making it to the end of class. I am so thankful for you. Your hands can either be down on your thighs for grounding, up for receiving, or you can be in prayer hands with your thumbs touching your sternum, just a little more traditional. And then you can begin to breathe in. And then you can bow your chin to your chest again one last time. Thank yourself for making it to the end, for being thankful and balanced, for honoring your time on the mat today, and showing up for yourself. And I thank you for practicing with me. You can bring your hands to your thighs, press down gently to lift your head and open your eyes if they're closed. Thank you so much for joining me. My mission is to help you find your Zen and live as authentically as you can. And just by showing you, we can have an amazing yoga practice right in the middle of our living rooms, bedrooms, backyards, just wherever you can find the space to roll out a mat, check in with yourself, spend some time with yourself, move your body, and all the good things. So just know that if you made it to the end, you're already on top of it. Go rock your recovery, heal those traumas and those compulsive behaviors. I definitely know you can do it. I believe in you. And I'll be back again to share experience, strength, hope, and of course, yoga. If you found value in this class or in any of my videos, hit the subscribe button. That's such a supportive, nice thing to do. Send this video to a friend or to somebody who could benefit from it. I mean, this is such a great gift to give someone. And I'll see you again. Thank you so much. Oh, if you want to take a live class with me, just leave a comment that says drop in, and I'll get you more information on some live classes to come. So I hope to see you there. But namaste. I'll see you next time, my friends. Thankful and balanced.